not gonna fall, they're on the floor already.
They're safe where they are.
Olivia. Okay.
You ready?
Okay, Cliff is gonna say a few words on fall protection, very important for everybody. That's where most of the accidents happen, that's where most of the people get hurt, falling. Cliff? All yours.
So, what this is about, this is OSHA's National Annual Fall Protection or Fall Prevention Week, okay? Companies from all over the country are doing what we're doing right now. We're standing you guys down, and giving you a little illustration on fall prevention, okay? This is going on around the country. There's probably thousands of guys doing this right now. We're participating in it, okay? Thank you all for attending. First thing I want to say, when I first started with Volmar, I was at Breezy Point with you guys. A lot of you guys know me from Breezy Point. And, what I saw there, I saw that the company needed to evolve into safety. It's a year and a half later, and I'm going to tell you, I'm proud to stand here in front of you and be a part of this team. You've come a long way, so I want you to give you all a hand of applause for yourselves. At the end of the day, it's about you. We can give you the best equipment, we can give you the best training, we can give you the best of everything. It's about you, it's about the individual. Putting the effort in to use that training, to use the fall protection we're going to be giving you, or I won't give you, all right? So, we're going to move right along. I'm not going to take too much time on this. over 1,400 injuries, serious injuries. Guys get maimed, paralyzed, almost 900 deaths every year, fall protection, because people fall. Ladders are the #1 cause of falls in the United States. You guys are doing a great job with the ladders. I see it. We're all using them properly. Ladders are in great condition. 80% of it. Thank you, George, Ellie, the rest of the management team. We're going to get a little in detail into personal fall arrest systems. Okay, so 1,487 injuries. None here. You got it? 890 deaths. None here, thank God. 0. We're at 0. And that's how we're going to stay. Okay? And I want to just thank you all for working with the less experienced, right? Some of our subs who are less experienced. You got to foster them. You got to bring them aboard. And this is kind of what it's all about. It's about all us getting together and helping one another to understand very complicated regulation. They're all prepared, by the way, for you. Written with employee blood. This is the OSHA 1926. It's written because something happened. Someone died, someone got injured, someone saw something and said, let's try to prevent that. These are all written for you. We're very complicated. And that's what I'm here for. I'm here to break it down to the superintendents so it trickles down to you. But again, all the rules and regulations in the world, all the best equipment, all the best training, it all relies on you. Okay? So first thing we're going to talk about, our personal fall arrest system. Something that we're going to be running into in the next phase of this project. We're doing a pretty large roof, okay? And I'm going to give you the variables of the roof. But first I want to have Eric come up and demonstrate how to utilize a personal fall arrest system. This is a very elaborate system. It's integrated into a vest. Right? It's pretty simple to operate. It's great. It's great for service. You know, guys that are doing service on elevators or just so you don't have to go back down to the structure for that. So it's a 4-point harness. It's mandatory that if you work in above 6 feet, you need to have fall protection, a personal fall arrest system. There are 4 ways you can prevent falls, okay? You can use a personal fall arrest system, you can use a guardrail system, you can use a netting system, okay? So that if you fall, you go into the net, or you can create a restraint, meaning that we can tie a rope to Eric, okay, or a lanyard. If he can't reach the point of the fall, that's a restraint, okay? If you can't reach it, you can't fall into it. My preference in the personal fall arrest system is the retractable lanyard, okay? This is a 6-footer. We have them in 30 feet, we have them in 50 feet. They're all coming here for this roof project, okay? If you see, this is a restraint. Okay, this is used as a restraint, okay? The longer ones, or the ones with the cable, you won't get an immediate arrest. You'll get 2 feet of, and then they'll stop on the larger ones. I don't have the larger ones here, but they are coming, and they're gonna be available for the roof project. My second favorite is the rope grab system. This breaks immediately, okay? And it gives you an immediate stop, okay? You're not gonna fall, okay? So, let's talk about the integrated system, okay? Let's talk about the focus on this. Raj. 4-point harness, okay? Snug. It's got to be snug. Doesn't have to be tight to where you're cutting off or restricting your blood flow. It's got to be, okay? Loose. Just so you can stick your fingers underneath, okay? 4-point. You want to make sure when it's, hold it down. You want to make sure that when you affix this and you fall, this part of it doesn't choke you, okay, on any system. So you want to make sure that you have a good system, it fits properly, you're wearing it right. You can put this thing on and never use it, never have to use it, okay? You may wear it for 10 years and you won't use it, but the one time you use it, you want it to work, okay? Every one of these bears an inspection tag, okay? Every year, every month, it has to be inspected by the competent person, your foreman. Every day by you. Take a look at it. If it's frayed, if it's missing tags, if it's, you know, nothing non-manufactured. You can't have a piece of wire holding this, okay? It's got to be all from the manufacturer. It all has to be stamped, okay? So, there's your harness. That's your harness system, okay? These are breakaway lanyards. Very good, right? Only if you're 18 feet high, okay? The reason being is that when this breaks and it opens, it's going to be 8.5 feet. You take your height, okay, which is 6 foot, and you consider someone below it that you might hit when you fall, okay? So these are only good for 18 feet. Any breakaway lanyard, 18.5 feet, that's what OSHA wants. Okay? When you do go into suspension, you may never do it, okay? When you do go into suspension, you can only be in suspension for 5 to 10 minutes. Your body goes into a trauma. It's called suspension trauma. You will pass out. You will cut off your blood flow to your brain. This is only good for so long, 5-10 minutes. So you have to have in mind when you use this, a retrieval system. Okay, we got the fall arrest on, we got everything in place. The guy falls. This has to be thought out by the competent person. If he falls, how do we get him out of restraint in 10 minutes? sometimes very difficult to do. So what they sell, and by the way, I'm gonna get them for all of you, you're all gonna have these, okay? They sell, open it up. You're in a fall, you're in a suspension, you unzip, you throw it, you connect it, connect that together. You throw it down, and you can stand in it, which will give you more time. Okay, you will not go into trauma. That's it, simple as that. Drop it and stand in it. Hopefully, right? Stand in it to take the pressure off of everything, okay? If you don't have one of these, which you all will have them, they will be on every vest that we put out, okay? If you don't have one, try to get vertical. Try to move your body so it can be vertical. Pick your legs up, right? Take the pressure off. But again, it's up to the foreman, supervisors, to make sure you have a way out, okay? To make sure that there's a retrieval process so that we can get the guy out. It could be with a man lift, it could be with a ladder, it could be with a rope to pull him up, okay? Everybody got that? Any questions? So again, this is about you. All over the country, again, they're talking about fall protection. They're driving it into you guys. It's very important. There's a lot of deaths. It's the #1 cause of death in the United States today. So again, let's get back to this, right? We're gonna have an anchor point, okay? Everything in this system has to be 5,000 pounds. From the anchor point, okay, to your harness, to the lanyard, everything has to be manufactured, stamped, and accept 5,000 pounds of force. The reason being is a 200-pound man that falls 24 feet, when he arrests or when he hits the ground, it's 2,400 pounds of force. OSHA wants you to double that. They want to make sure that nothing snaps, nothing breaks, when you go into the fall protection. Okay? So real quick, we're going to get into, again, we're using scaffolds, we're using Baker scaffolds, we're doing interior demolition, but the job is going to, the next phase of this project is going to include a roof replacement, okay? And we have a 38-inch parapet, right? The parapet is 38 inches. So we're within our limits to you falling over the roof, okay? That's pretty much it's out of the picture unless you're pushed or unless there's really no way you can fall over that roof. So the parapet portion of it is fine, right? But we have variables on the roof, okay? There are skylights, okay? There are openings in the roof that you can fall through, okay? So what OSHA wants and what Volmar wants, okay, is for you to always tie off. Sorry. Always establish a controlled zone, okay? These skylights, every hole or skylight is to be barricaded 6 feet to the leading edge of the skylight, okay? If you are in that controlled zone, we want you to be tied off, okay? There's a lot of stuff on the roof that you can tie off to in error, okay? There are conduit pipes, there are plumbing pipes, there are chiller pipes, no pipes, okay? No pipes. No pipes, no conduit. Remember, 5,000 pounds it has to hold, okay? What's in place is the HVAC dunnage, okay? That should be your anchor point, okay?